Are we going to let whatever the problem is bother us all day, affect everybody around us? Or are we going to find, what's the positive in this situation? The positive is come Monday that us coaches get to be around players, and those players get to try to impact us. In return, we get to impact them, and to me, that's what it's all about.
The Calhoun County Quarterback Club held its second annual football media day at the Anniston Country Club today. Of course, this year much different as we all maneuver through the COVID-19 pandemic. 12 teams made the round today, players and coaches talking about the upcoming year. As you would expect, dealing with this virus in this offseason and the AHS decisions to make the games as scheduled this year were key topics. Most coaches speaking publicly for the first time, all in agreement that they like the start of the season from the AHSAA, and they're trying to do it as safely as possible.
We know what can happen. We've seen the numbers. I know our kids want to play football, and we're going to take every action that we can to keep them as safe as possible. Most of the time for our numbers, we have to go against bags a lot anyway, so that's going to help us a ton as far as contact over and over and over during practice.
All year long we've been following the guidelines that they provided, so that's nothing new. It's very tedious, time consuming, but you must do it. The same way we love football, we got to love living. So we do that and do things the right way.
And we've spent 6 weeks social distancing when we could, wearing masks when we had to. I think that once you get into the football, we want to be as safe as possible and do all the things that we can do to be safe, but ultimately it comes down to football is a physical football game, and somebody is going to have to make a decision whether they're going to let us play or not play. And my fingers are crossed, my toes are crossed, I can't get my hair to cross, but I'm hoping that they make the right decision, and that decision is going to be to let these young men have this year.
Now, of course, there was also a lot of talk about what's to come on the field this year. The county as a whole is coming off a historic season that saw massive waves of success all across the region. In addition to a pair of state championships coming back to the county, several other teams gave their communities a lot to cheer for last season. That includes the Oxford Yellow Jackets and Piedmont Bulldogs, each winning state championships in Class 6A and 3A respectively. Meanwhile, Jacksonville is the reigning Class 4A state runner-up, going all the way to the state championship game there. Anniston and Wellborn both made the state semifinal round. Meanwhile, Ohatchee, Donahoe, and Alexandria, 10 wins, 9 wins, and 8 wins respectively, and a second round appearance by all three of them. All three will have different teams, and all of these teams will have different makeups going into this year, but the expectations for all these top teams remain the same.
One good thing about the program we have, the kids know what's expected of them, and they do a good job of getting out and organizing that stuff and staying in shape and doing things that need to be done to help our football team be getting where it needs to be. Now, we're going to be a little bit behind this year without 7-on-7s. We haven't pulled a football out yet at Piedmont, but at the end of the day, we're hoping to play late into November, early December every year.
We're going to be a different team this year. We're going to still have the same philosophies. We're still going to do things the right way, but play calling may be a little different. What we do defensively may be a little different. So it all boils down to the kids that we have and what's going to make them successful.
We lost 20 seniors last year. We're replacing all 11 starters on offense. We have a young team coming back. We've got 13 seniors that have been through a lot of wars and that they're going to do a great job leading us. And just having those 5 extra weeks of playoffs for those young guys to go out and practice, go out and learn, and be able to do that is going to pay dividends for us this year.
We'll also have individual team previews coming up over the next coming days and weeks. Meanwhile, the Quarterback Club is also celebrating a milestone for one of its top officials. Steve Hayes honored for his 50 years of service as an official in Calhoun County. He says he still has the passion and the love for officiating, and he says he still has a few years left. Can't wait to see him on the field this year.